Alright, we're going to try to get some swathing done. I got started here. Got cut around the edges. Put you out there on the deck and see how it looks. There's 20 acres here. Kind of a mixture of brome and got a little bit of fescue in it. And it's got some cheat kind of trying to take over. That's the worst thing about some of our brome fields here, northeast Kansas. The dang fescue kind of taking over. There's a lot of poor grass. A lot of people don't want it. So, just about need to tear this all up, spray it, kill it, put it into alfalfa or something like that for a couple of years and then put it back into brome probably, but I doubt if it'll happen. This year we're doing for a neighbor of ours. We've hayed it for many years. I originally planted this brome back when my mother-in-law owned the ground, and they sold it off. They originally had 80 acres here, and they sold off the east 40 with the house, and then moved in a modular home on the west 40 and lived there for a few years till my father-in-law passed away. And then she sold it off in 20 acre chunks, kind of. A 20 acre, a 12, and an 8, I think it was. So, anyway, one of the people that bought it, we've known for years, and we put up the hay here and then at their place up in Mayetta. Some of this is, we had a kind of a heavy rain or whatever, a little bit of wind here the other day, and some of it's laying over, so it takes a little bit to get it picked up. And that's one reason we don't have a disc mower. With a disc mower, if it's laying down, you've got to go in at it a certain direction, or you'll just go over the top of it. Unless you start cutting into the dirt, if you tip your head that much. I also don't care for, in dry conditions, how much dirt it pulls up into the windrow with the blades. We stick with the sickle header. The longevity of the sickle header is a lot longer than the gearboxes on those flail type or disc mowers. So, and we got a bunch of sickles on auction. I think there's like 10 of them, so I've got at least 5 sets of sickles. So we can repair a lot of sickles if we need to. And cutting along the highway right away, we sometimes go through a few sections and take out a few guards. Little update on myself. I've been fighting back problems most of my life, and I've had back surgery before to alleviate pressure on nerves. I just had an appointment this morning with a neurosurgeon, and towards the end of July I'm going to have a fusion. hurting my lower back, so hopefully I can get the feeling back in my feet and stop the pain going down my legs. So probably around that period of time there may not be very many videos out either. I'm going to have to get my boys to pick up wherever I don't get finished up. Oh, I got to skip there. Yeah, must have just caught a bird's nest or something. Seems to be alright now. Yeah, it's clear. Every once in a while you catch a nest or something. But getting that time of day where we get interference in on our business band radios, so turn that thing down. This here is one of the areas where it laid down kind of bad. The sheet's pretty heavy in this area. And I don't know if I've said in other video or not that especially these bigger fields like this, we'll make we'll make 4 rounds around the outside. I'm just starting my 4th round now, and that gives room to turn with the tractor and baler, making it easier to maneuver. Once we get around it, 4 rounds, and then usually do straight rows. We'll finish it up. And I get turned around here, and then I'll move the camera and give you guys a different viewpoint. Yeah, we'll see how that looks. May get some glare where it's not real visible, I'm not sure. We'll find out. Probably do a little bouncing on you're sitting on the rear axle. Yeah, I mentioned earlier that I originally seeded this down. We planted wheat in here, I think it was the fall of maybe 83, either 83 or 84. So a few years ago, we planted wheat and then brome in with the wheat. We harvested the wheat, and this brome is still going from there. So that was, I think, the year after that we moved down to where we live now. Originally we lived up here in a trailer house on this West 40 till a tornado went through, and the tornado was over a half-mile away, but it threw a limb through our bedroom wall of the house, the trailer house, and the north side of the trailer took a hail pretty hard. Every window was gone on the north end, so we moved in with our mother-in-law, father-in-law for a short time and got our house moved and remodeled enough where we could live in it. That's where we've been ever since. Yeah, we'll stop and move that camera again because I think you guys done enough bouncing around there probably. And now you're sitting on top of where the air cushions are, so a little smoother ride probably. But you're looking out the back after we've windrowed. Right now when I'm swathing, I'm running about 5 miles an hour. I didn't say, but today is June 19th. 19th of June, and we got all this week is a Monday today. All this week is supposed to be dry, at least through Friday. I think there's some slight chances Saturday and Sunday, but we'll see. So we hope to get over 100 acres knocked out, hopefully more than that. We had 35/100ths of an inch Saturday evening, I guess. But areas 3 miles from us had 65/100ths. So kind of hit and miss. There, I could change things up again. Yeah, we'll just bring you in here for a while. Don't have too many places where I can set you down. And just a side note, this pasture to the south of here used to be owned by Representative Marvin Smith. He's since passed away, and they sold it here I guess it was in April. And for around here, the ground normally was about $2,500 to $3,500 an acre. Well, I think it was 158 acres there, all pasture, had one pond in the middle of it. I think the total price on it was like $720,000. So looks like our taxes are probably going to be going up. Be my luck. Anyway, I could maybe see that if it was row crop, but that ground down across there is not row crop ground. A lot of shale. When you get down very deep, 4 or 5 inches deep, you're in shale. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go, and I may bring you back to when I get to the next field to cut. Well, I just got this finished up. This 20 acres up here. It ought to get at least somewhere around 100 bales or a little bit more. Our bales are 4.5 foot tall, or 5.5 foot tall, 4 foot wide, average around 1,200 pounds. So it'll be a pretty good jag of hay off of this. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to cut the other start in on it yet this evening or not. It's almost 5 o'clock. My back is not doing the best, so we may call it a day. Anyway, if you like the content, might consider subscribing and give it a thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.